is that Chidimam was and her family, they were given a deadline date. So they could have chosen before she went to Miss Universe to come in front of the committee and present their case and then go to Miss Universe. But they chose not to. And then at the deadline, unfortunately, the deadline was on a specific date. So they knew about this the whole time. So now when people are coming to ask us why now, they had a deadline. They had a long time to prepare for this, but they chose not to. Because why? Because they know that if they come to South Africa, there's little chances that they are going to be allowed to leave. That is why. Little.
No problem. So why we saw her having two flags, a Mozambican flag and a Nigerian flag, but we are all saying nothing about Mozambican flag, nothing, zero. So we are talking about a Nigerian flag. What is it that we have against Nigeria?
The problem is that we also have a problem with the mother who is Mozambican, but we do not find, we are not in a debate most of the time online with Mozambicans. It's always Nigerians and South Africans, because if Mozambicans were to come to the platform,
so why
give them the same heat.
Why are we always on a debate with Nigerians?
Because we know their characters. They're loud, boastful, arrogant. They think they always right. Okay. Even now.
Holiday. Are we fighting because of we want to prove who is the giant, who is not the giant?
No,
do you think whatever is do you think whatever is going on is coming from ego? That they are saying they are the giants and we are fighting for being a giant as well?
They are the ones who are fighting for being a giant. I don't think South Africans have anything to prove who's the giant or not. We have been living our lives perfectly.
Why did we start the bold thing? We started the bold thing and Nigerians retaliated. What was that about?
It was just to frustrate them. And because they've been frustrating us for so long.
Holiday. So we wanted to frustrate them.
Yes, I think it was frustration from South Africans, so they thought, let us frustrate them.
So do you think it was right for us to do that?
Well, when now we are coming to issues of morality and saying, was it right? No, of course it wasn't. Because also it was not all South Africans that were doing that. It's just people who think differently, morality wise, it was not.
So when we said Chidimam should leave South Africa, she left, and we went there to vote for
We didn't say Chidimam must leave. We didn't say Chidimam must leave South Africa.
We did say that.
Didn't we say she must drop out of the competition? We said she must drop out of the competition.
We did say that.
Okay, even if she dropped out.
She did drop out and she left. And we went to Nigeria to vote for her opposition, Ufadania, a very fat woman. I don't like to say fat. We went to vote for a very, I wouldn't say curvy. She's not curvy. We went to vote for Stufuza. We went to vote for Stufuza.
Yeah.
And in this platform, at that time it was running, I asked the people, why did we go there to vote for Stufuza? And so, you know what the South Africans say? What? They said to me, Osia, they said to me, Rastaman, Ufadania looks like us. She represents like us. Miss Quaira looks like South African women. She's a South African queen. They said, we love how she looks. And you know what I did? I went on YouTube to Google and I was like, because when I looked at her, then I realized, South Africans, I realized, South Africans, So when I'm sitting here as a host, looking at you while you are fighting, South Africans, Nigerians are fighting, what I'm thinking is, what's going on here? When I'm sitting, I'm even now I'm sitting, my screen is here. Nigerians are this side, South Africans are this side, and you are all on one room. There are also requests, there's 200 of you there. I'm looking. And I'm like, what's going on here? Where did we get here? Because it's like it's Nigeria and South Africa. Congolese, they're just in there, just in and out. We are not even talking about them. We are not even talking about Somalians. We are not even talking about Zambians. We are not even talking about Kenyans. But family, I will not talk for South Africans. I will not talk for Nigerians. I'm sitting here. I'm looking. What's going on? Something big is going on. Yoli, I'll give you time to speak. Yoli, I'll give you time to speak.
I thought you were asking me. I thought you were asking me.
I'll give you time. I'll give you time. I'm just building a base. So when I'm sitting here, family, I don't know what's going on. I'm shocked. Now I was asking people, cause immediately when the DA started to announce about Ukrainians coming into the country, after a few days, then there are findings about Chidimam. Right now, we have no time to talk about Ukraine. We are talking about Chidimam. Obviously, I'll talk about it because that's what media gives us. But are we not giving a bait? Is this not a smoke screen? I don't know. These are questions that we need to ask ourselves. And family, if we want to keep fighting like this,
and then it get pushed by the media a lot, it gains more attention for the people who think it's important. The people who don't see the bigger picture of what is happening, yes, it will definitely distract.
No problem. So are you saying politicians are flying on what is going on in South Africa because we are angry and we are hurt? So do you think they are using that? And do you think if your people were not misbehaving, were we going to be this angry at you?
My brother, Jose, you see, I have attended many South African lives, and there has never been a time any Nigeria will come out to tell you that their people, if there's any Nigerian committing crime, you guys, the law should not hold them accountable. Okay? What Nigerians are always saying is, listen, instead of going in the street to start unaliving anyone without knowing who is.
Why do you guys like to talk about unaliving? Who spoke about unaliving?
No, I'm just, this is why it seems to you guys that Nigerians are defensive. Nigerians are just saying this issue, this issue that is happening this way is uncalled for, instead of the law. If a law can get anybody and sentence them to 50 years in prison, in fact 5 million years, no Nigerian will ever come out to tell you that. Why would they do that? You understand what I mean? But then when it gets to the point whereby I spoke to one of your sister, Lulu, there was some during 2018 or 2019. Do you know that she almost lost her life in that situation because they said she looked too black to be a South African? So people, this is why what we are saying, that if the law would hold these people accountable, no Nigerian can ever come out to tell you or to claim why are South Africans throwing Nigerians in the prison. You understand what I mean? And this is what Nigerians have been saying. Nobody have ever come out to defend any crime. You can see when Hush Puppy was arrested and judged and was sentenced, did any Nigerian make any noise about it? No. Because we understand that the law took its course. So this is exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, it's Angel. It's Angel, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. I hear you, man. I hear you, my brother. I hear you. So because the people are angry, what do we do, man? People are angry. People are hurt. People are bleeding. South Africans, they are angry. And I'm here in Jamaica as a South African. That's why I had to open this live to speak to my South African brothers and sisters from Jamaica. So I don't have a choice because I see that this is going out of hand. So what do we do? Because our people, my people are angry. Your people are some of them are angry as well. So what do we do?
Well, the thing is, I definitely understand the angers of South Africans, and you know, but the issue is, if we want to fight a fight, if we don't fight a just cause fight, then it brings so much disunity and division, and then running around. And I know we're not talking about
but my brother, you are speaking about unity. I was saying Rastaman, One Africa, Julius Malema, but South Africans, they turn